guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What's good? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got my guys here, Wham Bam, Dutchy, Babano, and it feels good to be back doing this shit, man. I know I said it yesterday, but damn, it feels good. And I gotta come on here first of all and say, my bad, man. My bad. I stayed out the way. I didn't touch nothing. Everybody on the Rockets, I don't want no problems. Good call from everybody on the Rockets. So I'm gonna go to Wham Bam first because I don't know. I think maybe you and Dutch might have went undefeated, but I know you went undefeated, Wham Bam.
Shout out to the people, man. You know, I'm only doing it for the people that said I looked like I was on Ozempic, man. So shout out to KC, Saturated, Cashville, Rican, shout out to Jelly. And yeah, we did go 2-0. We had the +7 with the Rockets. Didn't want to get too much of that out because the line moved a lot in my way. Similar to the Golden State Warriors, I wasn't scared of that one at all. I thought that the bench was going to be a little bit better for Golden State, and it was a little bit better, but they gave up 62 points in the paint. So we will talk about that surely on Friday when they get to go up against when they play the next team that they got to play here. And then, yeah, man, now I'm really excited about Luka. Luka went crazy, like we said, too. Shout out to Dutch with that. And, yeah, man, it's beautiful to be back. Like you said, man, I know we're going to make some money this year. Because I just great minds think alike. Shout out to John C in the chat. He talking about Caillou already. We got a lot to talk about today. 12 games, man. We got to get to it.
Yep, I'm going to go to my guy Dutchy, too, because I know he had a good day. He had that first half. He ate on that a little bit. Then he said, hey, I don't give a fuck. Get that motherfucker out the way. Luka go put it. I don't care what nobody else do. Luka go put up some points. So what's good with you, Dutchy? That was some good calls.
Yeah, man. The 42 piece, we didn't get the over the 2.5 threes. He had 2.5. We couldn't cash that for the over the 3.5, excuse me. But hey, Luka the Don was on Luka the Don business. But we all know the NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you looking at the plug. Yeah, man. Hey, it is good to be back though. Big shout out to our guy Star Child, Catchville, Recon. I see you, my dude. Saturated, all the real ones, man. Appreciate the likes. We hit over 300 on the first show. Let's get it again. Let's just keep growing each and every show. We're going to do that with all the real ones like Marquel, Casey, Tasha. I see you, young lady. Let's run up them likes. Let's share the video. Let's continue to cash, man. Luka was good money. Houston was easy first half. And we're going to continue to cash with Luka the Don. Believe that.
And Babano, I only didn't say if you went undefeated or not because I couldn't remember. So.
No, we didn't. We did.
Okay.
We had the Lakers, unfortunately. I had the over. I should have went with the over as the best bet, but hey, hindsight's 20/20. But just not good enough defensively. You got to get. Where the fuck did Kuminga come from with the 3-point barrage last night? My gosh, that's what changed the game. The third quarter, that guy was red hot, couldn't be stopped from the perimeter, and totally turned what was a close game at halftime. Lakers made that great finish to the first half. And then all of a sudden, there's the Warriors. Warrior third quarters, man. Are they going to be one of those third quarter machines again, like they were last year? But that third quarter won the game for Golden State. Their defense was not great, though. I will say that, Golden State. They're going to have to clean things up a little bit moving forward. And then an absolutely tremendous first game. I mean, back and forth, Rockets and Thunder, double overtime. What a way for NBC to come back into the fold for NBA basketball. Your first game, and it goes to double overtime. But great job by the Oklahoma City Thunder finding a way to win. Shea said it after the game. We were sloppy, didn't play our best, but they found a way to win, and that's what champion teams do. But that's in the past. It's on to this Wednesday card. This is where it feels like the NBA's back, when I can watch 4, 5, 6 games all at once tonight for the first time.
100%. And we're going to get to it. This is crazy, though. Wham Zempic is crazy. Why are they coming at you like this, man?
I got a Wham Zempic play of the day today for y'all, actually. I got a Wham Zempic play of the day for y'all. Y'all seen the one of Zempic dude dropped 42 yesterday in Luka. So, hey, you might know where I'm going here.
Man, what the fuck?
All right, let's get it. Let's get this money. A lot of games. So, first up, we are going to go Cavs, Knicks, open -3.5. Looks like -1.5 now for the open -3.5 for the Knicks. Flip of favorites. We have -1.5 for the Cavaliers. Total went from 229.5 to currently 228.5. And this is one you absolutely got to check the injury report every minute because I already know Karl Anthony Towns went to doubtful. Then he got upgraded back, right, to either questionable or probable. So who knows what's going on with that? Yeah, right now he's listed as questionable. Mitch Robb is out. Josh Hart is out. Anunoby's probable. Garland's out for Cavaliers. Max Strus is out.
We're all
Hunter-
questionable. We're all fucking day to day in this world. Yeah.
It's the first game of the season. Like, how's all this stuff? What? All right, whatever. But I'm gonna just leave this one open. I feel like this is a good game, and somebody want a piece of it. I know somebody do. Who won it?
I'm not stepping in front of the line move. Obviously, a flip of favorites. Knicks were favored initially. Now the Cavs are favored. I think the Cavs might be in a better position to win this first game. Like, Knicks are more banged up than the Cavs. You know, that's the concern. I mean, Strus and Garland are out. DeAndre Hunter's questionable for Cleveland, but you have no Mitchell Robinson. You have no Josh Hart. Karl Anthony Towns questionable. It looks like OG Anunoby, who is on the injury report, is going to play, though. He's been upgraded to probable here in this one. That's the key. Stevens Hairston's onto it. Like, how are the Knicks? Where's the rim protection here tonight for New York? That's going to be my concern here for them in this one. And you got to deal, obviously, with a formidable Cavalier front court in Mobley and Allen. Lean Cleveland, but I didn't get the best of the numbers. So no bet at the current numbers, but I think Cleveland can go into the MSG and maybe win this game.
Sound like we might have some backwoods here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say what I like then. I know we don't have Mitch Robb no more, but I think you still get at least Cat. And if you have that, you know, I think you still have enough rim protection, enough defense for this Knicks team where this game can stay under. On the Cavs side, you're missing pace, you're missing points with Garland, you're missing shooting with Strus. You still have the elite rim protection with Allen, Mobley, etc. So I think this one is more of an under game. Dutchie.
All right.
Oh, my bad, Wham.
You good?
Dutchie, is Dutchie frozen?
Nah, you good.
He's thinking.
Well, no, because I'm like, this could be such a good. I thought it was gonna be a good opportunity for the Knicks here, but all the injuries, man, I'm not gonna do it to y'all.
New
man.
coach too, Mike Brown. We'll see if they gel right away. Yeah.
I mean, if you bet this game, probably Jalen Brunson, you know, Mr. Bucket, you know,
Right.
he'll be. I'm sure he'll be ready to score, 30 plus. Especially if Cat gets the fuck out, that's even more shots for him. But without Josh Hart, you know, he kind of the energy to me for the Knicks. So. Honestly, in this game, I kind of lean the Cavs, but it's a pass for me, man. It'll be our first motherfucking backwood. Yeah, man.
There we go.
Is bad for your health.
Get higher. It's been a long time.
Good to hear that again. Yeah, missed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a backwood too, and I ain't gonna waste too much of you guys' time. I do like that Lonzo is gonna be playing in here. They're expecting him to get about 20 minutes. I know, he's gonna make a little joke about that.
NBA?
Over 3.5 assists. I think that's something I'm gonna keep an eye out on. Like, no Garland here, so I expect him to be the ball guy for me. You know what I'm saying? The next guy in line for assists. I think Donovan Mitchell goes crazy on points there. I do think Jalen Brunson. Both of those guys go over their total, but it's a backwood just because it's the first game. I'm gonna stay away.
That was super exotic, but all right.
Is bad for your health.
Super exotic backwood.
I mean, I'm scouting this game.
I mean,
All right,
to be
well,
real though, it is a real.
I'd be on
exciting
Cleveland if I got a good number.
I might hit that motherfucker one time.
Yeah.
It's so
If it was the only game like we normally do, we would be fucking with it for sure. I know.
If it was last night, we got to actually somehow some motherfucking way.
all right, let's keep it going then. Brooklyn and Charlotte opened up -4.5 for Charlotte. They're 5-point favorites. Even 5.5's out there. Total skyrocketed from 222.5 all the way up to 228.5. And as far as the injury report, Grant Williams, Josh Green out for Charlotte, Highsmith out for Brooklyn. This is just nobody thinks they're going to play any defense. So one more time, I'm going to go back to you, Babano, because I agree. I don't think anybody's going to play any defense. It's just, has the line already moved too far? We're getting the ass in.
Yeah, I bet over, but I did not get the best of the number. I only got in at 228, so it had already moved quite a bit. I still think there's points with Jordy Fernandez, the Brooklyn head coach last year. They played with pace. You look at this Brooklyn team, I don't think there's a lot of plus defenders on this team. Meanwhile, with Charlotte, we always say with the Hornets, this has been going back a couple of years now, with LaMelo Ball healthy on the court, Brandon Miller, I think, is going to have a great year for them. I love that backcourt if they're fully healthy. Don't sleep on this rookie out of Duke, Con Kneppel. He can get red hot from the perimeter, gives them a little three-point shooting as well. I think Charlotte's going to be a much better offensive team. That's assuming health for LaMelo Ball throughout the season. So I'm laying it with Charlotte. I don't normally. Now, I have been very, very hesitant to take Charlotte as a favorite in the past, but I really do think Brooklyn could be one of the 5 worst teams in the NBA. I do think the Charlotte Hornets could be a little bit improved. They're at home. So -5 Charlotte. I laid the number over 228. And there is one prop I like, LaMelo over points and assists. I like that prop quite a bit. I think he'll make an impact not only as a scorer, but as a disher and a facilitator. And with Miller and with Kneppel, there's more options at his disposal. So LaMelo Ball over PA, points and assists tonight as well.
Yeah, I can absolutely see that.
My fault,
Go
bro.
ahead.
No, I was going to cut right in. I got Michael Porter Jr. over 19.5 points. He scored like 34 points in preseason. Looked like he was going to be the big dog on campus for this Nets team. Like you guys are saying, I don't think that they're necessarily worried about defense so much. Getting rid of Mike Williams, having Musa as their starting quarterback, center. I'm sorry, and then their shooting guard is going to be Con Capel, which is the rookie Spark.
Con Kneppel, we'll get you right on.
You gonna get me right. I know you're gonna get me right, bro. So yeah, he's gonna be a marksman for them and shooting threes. Stretching the floor for them. Should be a guy that LaMelo keeps an eye on, and I think Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges showing us so much that they only care about offense right here. So I do think this is a total that's going to go up, but I'm going for the other guy, Michael Porter Jr. Points. I like everything for Michael Porter Jr., but I think he gets emphasis on points. So him to get 20 plus is easy money to me.
Yeah, we starting on time, man. We starting on time this year, but good shit, Wham Bam. Dutchie, is this one bad for your health or what, man?
Hey, man, I got it right on top with that. The other one was exotic. I don't even want to look at this motherfucker.
Is bad for your health.
All right, let's keep it going down the list. We got a lot of games. Heat and Magic opened up Magic -8.5, looks like 9. Total open 213.5, and looks like 215 now. Got to go back to this injury report here. For Orlando, only Mo, he's out. But for Miami, we know they're missing Hero. I got to refresh this. Is Khalil Ware out or what? Yeah, he's still questionable.
Yeah.
I really want to take the Magic, y'all. I can't lie. I really want to take the Magic. Like
Hero and Yakachonis are out for Miami tonight.
Yakachonis, yeah, he's out too. I want to take Orlando. They proved that they can cover these big numbers last year. Last year, I was scared of them. I was never taking them. They were good at home, laying these big numbers. And, I was scared of them because I didn't think they had enough shooting. Now you get Desmond Bane. That's fixes their problem a lot. So I really want to take Orlando -8.5 right now. Wham Bam, were you going on this one?
Yeah, you know what? This game got the injuries, too much injuries stuff for me. I think Khalil Ware, if he's in there, he's going to be a beast in this game here. But it is hard for me to trust this injury report. Tyler Hero out, Bam is questionable. It's just too many moving parts. I don't even think they're going to have Davion Mitchell either. So too many moving parts here. I am going to be scouting this game, so it's a back whip.
Man,
is bad for your health.
I'm gonna play that for Wolfgang's 4-year-old. He said they started dancing when he heard it. But Dutch, I was thinking about you last night. This comment right here, I was like, God damn, he can't hit a fucking three. He just saved his life.
I said, please keep shooting dark. That motherfucker used to shoot. And they had so many missed threes. Tell him, Chris. Let alone Lou Dort. And we don't got the time, but don't even let me start talking about Austin Reeves. This motherfucker had 20. Don't let him fool you, man. Mine is out there. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna stand on my Marcus Smart shit. Get the fuck out of here. But on this one, I'm looking for the Magic, honestly, really to be a bet on basketball team. But lane 8, first game, it's not really where I'm at. Maybe they start off slow, looking for a live action. But Magic, I believe, are going to be one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. regular season, right? We talk about playoffs, it's a whole nother motherfucking thing. But when we're talking regular season, the Magic will be bet on. Here it's Magic or nothing for me, but I think we can probably find a better number if we show a little bit of patience. And shout out to our guy, DJ Big Boss. What up, though? The Donna who
Yeah.
Good to see him, DJ Big Boss. Yeah, it's been too long.
Hey, he
So,
said he
you're
bet
well.
OKC last night. He's over 1 on the season. He only has 2 more NBA bets before he quits.
Hey, DJ, Notre Dame, they're back in the playoff hunt, man. Don't give up the hope.
Hey, yeah, there you go, though. There you go. You got Notre Dame.
We was paying OKC all motherfucking day yesterday, bro. Come on now.
All right, Babano, can we get through with the Magic?
I ain't stepping in front of Orlando. Here's the problem. Eric Spoelstra's the goat of coaching. You give him all off season to get ready for this game. He's getting points. I don't love fading Miami getting this kind of points with Spoelstra. Now, I know they're without the hero and the rookie out of Illinois, Yakachonis. Ware may not play. And Orlando is a much better offensive team. As Skee alluded to, it's why I've had my issues trusting Orlando as larger favorites last year. They wouldn't put the biscuit in the basket routinely enough to be able to cover numbers like this. But now that you added Desmond Bane and you add him to the likes of Suggs and Franz Wagner and Banchero and Carter down low, you got some offense now. You got some shooting now. So maybe Orlando can win this by double digits. It's a lean Orlando, but it's an exotic backwood for me.
Oh, man. Exactly.
Is bad for your health.
Hey, bro, they got Tyus Jones, too. That's a big
Yes. Good.
That is a huge
spark
pickup.
off the bench, backup point guard.
I
Yep.
fucking really want to back the Magic today, but I just don't like it that it's the first day laying so many points. That's it.
Yeah.
So here's a thing I'll throw out. I don't want to mention this now because the number's terrible now, but I got a 212.5 on the over in this game because I want to look at Orlando overs a little bit with the improvement offensively, but I don't like it as much now at the current number.
There's S. Dot. Before we keep it moving, he says, "What up, Skee, Dutch, and Wham, and Ian? Let's go, but you can't fade the Heat."
Yeah,
you know,
it's
S.
easy, right?
Dang, yeah.
Spoelstra getting 8.5. That's not easy to say, yeah, let's fade that.
Yeah, very, very true. All right. Raptors and Hawks opened up -6 down to 5.5. Total from 235.5 as high as 237. And nobody for Atlanta on the injury report. Jacoby Walter and Murray Boyles for Toronto both out. Man, I don't like the backcourt for Toronto. Quickly and RJ, I don't like either one of them. I don't trust either one of them. Ingram and Barnes, I like that pairing a lot. So I'm kind of torn with this Raptors team on what to do. I'm gonna go to you, Dutch. You want to do anything? You a believer in Trey yet, or you looking to fade him? You still not a believer?
Trey should be on his way to fuck out very soon. We could break this thing down a lot. We got a lot to go. We got a lot going on here. To me, it's BI or nothing. I think he looked pretty locked in. I think he's a bucket. And Toronto, he ain't gonna do nothing out there but just hoop. So while he's healthy, go ahead and take advantage of the bucket. So if you want to bet this basketball game, I think it's BI points.
All right, Babano, they said, tell us why you love Toronto.
I like them for the season, and I like them +6 in this game. Atlanta has a problem with this Toronto team. Toronto's gone to Atlanta, the ATL, 3 times and beaten them outright as an underdog each time. And this is a Toronto team that's been utter shit the last couple of years, well, compared to this year. You know, this has not been a good Raptors team the last few years. They were a great point spread team last year, top 10 team in point spread last year, but they have owned the Hawks in their own building the last couple of seasons. And now this Raptors team, I think, has got the potential to be not only maybe a playoff team this year, they might be good enough maybe to even get to a 6 seed even with how wide open the East is. But it's, again, BI's got to stay healthy. BI looked good in the preseason. He looked good. He didn't look like there was much rust there. The chemistry for, a new team, new surroundings looked, a lot better. A healthy Barnes, a healthy Pirtle in the front court, a healthy back court with Barrett and with Quickly. I mean, all these guys were banged up for good portions of last year. One of the best point spread teams in the NBA last year as well. Atlanta's going to be good too. Like I'm going to be looking at it in spots to bet Atlanta. I just don't like this matchup. They've struggled with the Raptors historically, especially here at home. And they're trying to integrate some new faces too, including Kristaps Porzingis, who's going to make his Hawks debut here tonight in this game. That could take some adjustment as well. I think this is a close game, worst case scenario. So to be able to get 6 with Toronto, sign me up.
not gonna lie, I like what you're selling a little bit, Babano. And when I think about the Hawks, there's not a whole lot of defenders I trust over there. So as much as I don't like Quickly and RJ, I don't trust Trey Young to stop him. I mean, we know Dyson is good, but Toronto, I mean, I might have to roll with you here. That's all I'm saying, Babano. Wham Bam, anything for you on Raptors Hawks?
Like you said, Dyson breakout season last year. I think that this is a great spot for the Raptors. I think they're getting undervalued. I am with Babano. I am on the over 39.5 wins for the Raptors. I think they have a great chance of winning in the play, getting to the playoffs as well. I'm going to slow down on the playoff picture just because I want to see what the Sixers do. I want to see how great they is, but I think that it's a great chance to get in on them now with the over 39.5 points. Wins. I'm sorry, over 39.5 wins here. The guy I'm looking at is obviously going to be Brandon Ingram, but I think the guy you take advantage of today is Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes been pretty much going to get another year under his belt, another year where he could pretty much do a lot of the things and mimic what Giannis does here. I think that's kind of where his role going to be in this game. I think he goes over his 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think he makes more threes like we normally do. I think that the pace of this team are going to be a little slow here. So as much as you don't trust that the defense is going to be there, I think both teams are going to play pretty much slow. That favors BI matchup right there as well. I think he's going to have a good one-on-one game this year. So I like this Raptors spot. I like him +6, but the bet that I made officially is Scotty Barnes over 30.5 points. And then they said Grady grew 2 inches. That's pause. But I think he gets points today as well. I think he could come off the bench and help spark this team. So Grady Dick over points. I like that look a lot. Not betting it yet, but that's something I'm keeping an eye on.
One more point I'll make about the Raptor bench. People crap on the Raptor bench that it's not going to be very good, and we'll see. The jury's out. But I'll say this: Mogbo, Agbaji, Grady Dick, Jamal Shed, our guy from Houston. What a college player he was with the Houston Cougars years ago. These are guys that had to play so many games and minutes last year, and even start on occasion because of how injury riddled the Raptors were. Now they're all bench guys, so maybe the confidence of having to play a lot of minutes last year helps a Grady Dick, helps a Jamal Shed, helps Mogbo, all these guys. They're without Jacoby Walter and Murray Boyles, the first-round pick. Those are going to be guys that Murray Boyles is going to be a great defender, I think, in this league. But they're missing, so it will hurt not having those two guys. But I think the Raptors still make this a competitive game. And again, they've won outright as a dog 3 straight times in Atlanta.
Man, I'm just thinking about somebody said who is on Atlanta's bench, and I'm blanking out. I can't even. I mean, you're making some good points there on the Raptors bench, Babano. Yeah, I think
Grady Dick's the X factor.
He's
sometimes hot and cold, and he can go cold with the 3-point shot. But if he's making those shots off the bench, Luke Kennard, Alexander Walker is actually a nice addition for Atlanta to the bench. Risa Shea's got to step it up. Not great for a first round pick like that, but we'll see if he can. We'll also see if we can get Wham to pronounce that correctly at some point. Zachary.
Zachary.
Yeah, there we go. Okongwu, too, in the low post to spell Porzingis is a pretty good player. So, like I said, Atlanta's got a decent bench, but I think the Raptors bench is a little better than people think.
All right, we'll keep it going. Celtics and Sixers. Open 2.5 for the Celtics, up to 4.5. Total open 224.5, up as high as 229.5. As far as who's available, I mean, you still have Jaylen Brown questionable, but he must be trending more towards playing. As far as the Sixers, shocker, Paul George is out, McCain is out, Wofford is out. I think that Celtics are going to try to run the Sixers, run Joel. I mean, that's what they want to do anyway, but especially versus Joel in this first game. So that makes me think that they will have success, and it makes me think that the move towards the over is correct. So, Babano, you shaking your head.
1,000% in agreement. 1,000% in agreement. I'm buying into the coach's quotes. Teddy Covers, my mentor, 15 years ago when I started this. He's a coach's quotes guy. He always has been. I try to pay attention to what coaches and in football coordinators are saying. And Joe Mazzulla said it all training camp. We're going to run, and play a lot faster this season. And right away, I took note of that, circled it, and said, Well, we're going to bet Boston games over the total right from game one. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Over 228.5 here with the Sixers and the Celtics. Now, again, you say, well, wait a minute, no Tatum, but Jaylen Brown. Don't sleep on, obviously, Pritchard, who can get, obviously, red hot shooting the basketball. There's still plenty of offensive weapons. Don't sleep on Anthony Simons, too, who they got in the offseason, averaged almost 20 points last year. Derek White, Caillou, who's obviously capable of taking on a leading role offensively for this Celtics team. And then I think for Philly, just having a healthy Embiid, and don't sleep on who else they've got. They've got a really offensive-minded starting five. Oubre, Maxey, of course, without doubt. And I think they're going to have a little bit of a smaller lineup potentially around Embiid, Philly. So I think there'll be good pace. Offenses will click here. Shooting will be good enough. And by the way, I think we're on a 5 of 6 meetings. 5 of the last 6 between these two teams have gone over the total as well. And now we have a Boston team that's going to be playing faster than Boston was in any of those recent meetings. So, yeah, I like it. Over 228.5. I would have bet Boston at close to pick 'em. I lean Boston, but I'm not taking them now at -4.
All right. Yeah, I think I have to get in on that because I'm a believer, like you said, the coach's quotes, and just from a matchup perspective and what I would do. I mean, I would want to just run Joel, and they want to run anyway. So
That's how healthy he is, 100%. Yep.
Wham Bam, is it Caillou time?
And shout out to John C. That's the first thing he asked in the chat. He said, Wham, you like Caillou? Of course I like Caillou today for a lot of the reasons our guy Babano mentioned, but not only that, but he's done this before. He dropped 34 points in the playoffs last year when there was no Jason Tatum here. I think he gives us another chance to get up to 30-plus points here, but I think we getting good value, good looks. There's obviously some new faces here. Like you guys said, Simons is going to be more adjusted, but he didn't look like he was already adjusted in preseason. But we did see our guy Derek White get 30-plus in the preseason as well recently, Sarah. So I kind of got a good indication that they're not going to try to break the mold of what this team has already been. Like you said, they're just going to speed it up a little bit, maybe not have to worry about those little step back threes that the boy Tatum does. So they might even be even more efficient on offense, I think. One of the things I want to keep up is who's going to be the primary ball handler. We damn sure don't want Jaylen Brown holding the ball, trying to be a handle guy here. So I think Derek White is the guy that we're going to see majority of the time within this next few months to go. And I think his point total is not going to be at 19.5 for any time soon. So we got to get in on it now early. So Caillou over points, lock in. I like the value.
All right, good stuff there from Wham Bam. Let's keep it going down the list. Pistons and Bulls opened up -2.5 for the Pistons. It's still right there. Total open 234.5. It's like 237.5. And it's gone against me. I bet under 234.5. And it was mostly, I know the pace for the Bulls is slower without Kobe White, and you're missing points without him. You're missing pace and points without Ivy for Detroit as well. All Billy Donovan has been talking about is defense. So I went with the under. The market is against me. Babano, what say you on that total?
I applaud you for betting under. I'm not on this game at all, side or total. I'm scared shitless, quite honestly, to bet a Chicago game over under because of how fast they play. But you're right. I mean, they have stressed the importance of we got to tighten it up on defense after what. Yeah, we were one of the worst teams in the NBA as far as defensive efficiency last year. That's got to improve if we're going to have a better season. So I'm with you on that. That's certainly been the focus. Now can they go out and execute? Made a good point, though. No Kobe White takes points off the board. Might slow the pace down a little bit. So I get the reasons for liking the under there on your part. And from a side perspective, I look at this game as I want to bet on Detroit. And I think Chicago could be a sneaky under the radar ATS team this year myself. And then, so I'd rather bet on these teams than bet against them. If you made me choose, I still think Detroit's probably the better team. But again, with this Pistons team, we're getting all excited. I was about the possibility of Cunningham and Ivy, and already game one, Ivy's hurt, and he's not going to play. So how unfortunate's that? So pass for me on this one, but a good game to watch.
Wham Bam, what you doing with this?
Yeah, I like props in this game. I'm going to look at Josh Giddey. I'm possibly going to be looking at his triple-double here. I'm trying to find what I could get there. I think that he's going to be a standout guy. The best player on the floor is going to be Cade, but this line is tricky to me. I think that this should be a little bit more without Kobe White. I'm not saying that Kobe White should be demanding a big line move here, but we know how much integral he was to this offense. Even when they made that trade towards getting Josh Giddey and he was getting ramped in, I still think that Kobe White will be missed a lot here. He was averaging about 20 plus points for him last year. So I think that that's going to definitely be missed here. So I'm surprised that this is not a bigger line, and that kind of gives me a little bit sketchy for the first game. And I do like Josh Giddey here. So I think Josh Giddey sprinkled to the triple-double. Other than that, I'm going to stay away and watch this game.
Keep an eye on that Lithuanian red rocket that Saturated's mentioned in the chat. But Matas Buzelis could be a breakout candidate. He already showed it in glimpses last year, but yeah, he could have a nice year for Chicago. Keep an eye on him.
Hey, the chat is funny, man. I love the chat.
Bro, they are hilarious.
Hey, Babano, Doobie told me yesterday, say, hey, you gotta get back to work. No more 20-minute shows. Gotta get back to work and cap these cards. All right. Next one up, we got 517, 518, Pelicans and Grizzlies. I'm gonna be real, like, I like the Pelicans to score. I don't trust them to get stops. I trust the Grizzlies a little more to get stopped than the Pelicans. So I guess I lean Grizzlies and lean over. Other than that, I don't really love this game. I'll go to you first, Wham Bam, on this one. Is this anything you can get involved with?
It's a better inside-out game, I think, now with this Pelicans team. Now they don't have to worry about, pound with fucking CJ McCollum, and shooting mid-range jumpers. I think you're going to get pound, but you're going to get a long-ass three from Jordan Poole, and that's going to help out the boy Zion, which is my Ozempic play of the day today, of course, y'all. Now we got to have a graphic up because now y'all want to talk about Ozempic. Ozempic Zion is back. So Ozempic Wham got to talk about him. And over 24, 23 and a half, whatever you could get. I think you can get 24 and a half at a reasonable spot. I think the boy Zion numbers are not going to help what's going to happen here. I think that we've seen with Luka, he got a little bit more energy. He lost a little weight. And then we've seen the boy Zion lose damn near the same amount of weight, or maybe even more. You know what I'm saying? So skinny Zion is something I'm excited to see, and I'm excited to see this year be a transcending year for him. Obviously, it's as bad as it gets for him. I don't know who has the worst career, right now, is him or Ja. I think that you got to slide it to Zion here so far, and I think that there's more room for improvement, especially going up against this team. I do agree with you, though, Skee. I think that this matchup down low is probably one of the toughest that you want to go up against, but I think the sample size, the amount of opportunity that Zion's going to have, he's going to get a chance to get to the line. He's going to get a chance to get some transition opportunities here for this Pelican team. So I think that we're going to get to 25 plus with Zion quite often this year. And I think, again, just like I said, buy low right now with Derek White, I think that the boy Zion number is going to be around 28 average this year's here. So it's 24 and a half. I think that's good money here. So give me Zion, the Ozempic play of the day, Dutch. How you feel about that one, bro?
I like Zion. He definitely looked like he's on some Ozempic. He's taking it nice and chilling off season. Look about the leadings I've seen him since Duke. But yeah, man, I got question mark against Pelicans.
Ozempic saving Luka and Zion's careers.
Hey, man, leave my guy alone, man. Leave my guy alone. Just cast the tickets.
Apparently my career, too,
You seen him in the weight room. I ain't seen not one picture of Zion working out. Huh?
No, that's true.
You know what I mean? This motherfucker, taking fucking fat burner.
All natural for Luka, yes.
Yeah. Luka actually took this shit serious out there hooping in the fucking Euro League, right? I didn't see Zion do shit. You know what I mean? He probably I'll leave Zion ass alone. I'm motherfucker. Stay healthy, my friend. Stay healthy, because we do cash with Zion too, when he's right. But yeah, man, this one, I got a lot of questions when it comes to the Pelicans. I think they have the most talented roster, probably, as that's not like an elite team that doesn't fit. You know what I mean? They got a lot of players everywhere, but they don't really fit. Like, I wish the Lakers would make a trade with these motherfuckers and get, like, you know, one of these motherfuckers over there, one of these wings to play with Luka, you know, any one of them motherfuckers, Troy Murphy preferably. But you know, I think this is a team that I gotta see what's going on with them. You know, I'm always been high on Murray, but the Grizzlies, is Ja gonna get back to Ja? We shall see. You know, there's a lot of question marks for both teams here, so no action for me on this one.
All right, Dutch. I'll ask you if you want to touch anything on either Celtics and Sixers or Pistons and Bulls before we move on.
Hey, Cunningham, hey, that's a bad motherfucker, man. I can talk about K all motherfucking day, but
all right.
I took an MVP shot with Cade Cunningham, 70-1.
I like that.
We'll see.
I like me some K Cunningham.
I like K too. I'm big on K. All right, this one opened up Milwaukee -9.
Oh, wait a minute. I got Memphis. I took Memphis.
Oh, my bad.
Small. No, it's
My
okay.
bad,
It's all good. All good. It's a
I
small
got
bet,
distracted.
but I took Memphis -4. At home, they were very good. New Orleans was 7-34 on the road last year. Like, New Orleans was a terrible road team. Memphis beat these boys 4 straight times, and both times in Memphis they won by double digits. So to me, it looks a little short. You know, we'll see with Memphis. You know, they can be flighty at times, but I think -4 at home is a little light. So Grizzlies -4 for me.
All right, and that side I said I would take too. It's just I just probably need to see it one time. Bucks and Wizards opened up -9. Looks like 9.5 or 10. Total open 227.5. Looks like 227. Giannis is probable. I'm not sure if I saw him on the injury report earlier, but he is probable. He must have been there. That can't be new. Cool, your boy Cool Breeze WAM is out. So this one, I'm liking Bucks team total over. And really, I don't think Washington can get any stops. I love the makeup of the Bucks roster as far as shooters around Giannis, and the paint should be open. And I think they have a solid bench to keep scoring even if this gets out of hand. So I think over 118.5 for the Bucks is something worth playing. Babano, you agree?
It's funny you say that because I've got a split bet with Milwaukee minus the 9.5 and Milwaukee team total over. So I just split it in half. I got half my stake on the team total over, half the stake on Milwaukee minus 9.5 here in this game. And I'm not going to look to lay points with Glenn Rivers very often, but I don't think Washington's going to be all that spectacular this year. We know how bad a defensive team, and you're right about the shooters that are out there now. You got a Gary Trent in here, Kuzma. You know, it's going to be interesting to see that Turner-Giannis punch, you know, in the front court moving forward this year is going to be fun to watch. And Washington, to me, just doesn't have the personnel to deal with it, in my opinion. So, yeah, split bet here, Milwaukee minus 9.5. That team total 118.5 with the Bucks team total over.
I'm gonna go to Dutch. I feel like, is this levels or what, bro? What is this one?
Man, I don't know. We gotta start really questioning the shooters here on the show. Kyle Kuzma's a shooter now? Come on, Bobano. Don't take me good to you, bro. We know his ass might pass 3 months not make a shot, but then he'll go 3 months and make everything. So I'll give you a trick. But Kyle Kuzma, please keep shooting. Hey, and I gotta ask you, Skee, you gonna say the Bucks got a good bench? I didn't even know they had a good starting lineup. I know they got crazy eyes. But get the fuck out of here. The Bucks. This roster is, if I'm Giannis, bro, I'm fucking not even playing in this fucking basketball game. I'm not even suiting up for the Bucks because that roster is fucking disrespectful. And saying that,
so you're taking Washington then?
No, I'm not playing this motherfucking basketball game. I just had to say something all this bullshit y'all talking. The Bucks roster, the bench ain't good. The starting lineup ain't good. I mean, you give me one player that you want in your starting lineup outside of Giannis and that starting five. Get nobody. I can take a couple of them motherfuckers and do something with them out the bench, and I really don't even want to do that. But yeah, man, I feel sorry for Giannis, and that motherfucker, he's a beautiful thing. I don't really feel sorry for the Greek Freak, but that team is horrible.
Well, if he goes down to injury, they're fucked. Like we got to be honest. Yeah.
He's too great. He's too great to be on that motherfucking basketball team.
Yeah.
New York
All I'm
fucked up.
saying,
They could have got Towns. Bye, Anthony. And they could have got Giannis, but they want to be stubborn.
all I'm saying, bro, is Giannis and a bunch of shooters over there, bro. You don't want to consider Kuz? You don't consider Kuz the shooter? That's okay. They still got more.
Who else? Is Cunningham still? I don't even tell that
Green,
roster.
AJ Green.
AJ
Chris
Green.
Middleton revenge game, maybe? He
That's
plays
a
for
real
Washington
shooter.
now.
There you go.
AJ Green, when he's not on the Lakers, Taurean Prince.
Taurean Prince is a shooter? Oh, my
When he's
God.
not on the Lakers.
They got Miles Turner. Miles Turner's a shooter. For sure.
It does turn the camera off. All right, let's go.
Bob Carrington, the starting point guard. That doesn't excite people for Washington.
That's
Cashville
funny.
likes AJ threes. All right, Nucky doesn't like Kuzma either. Casey said she didn't like it.
Look, I'm
either.
not
She said
laying
it was
points
cool.
with Milwaukee very often this year, but tonight I'm going to. I think Washington's one of the worst teams in the NBA, and they don't stop anybody.
I can't have no parts of that, man. No parts of that. No parts of that. Miles Turner is a shooting for a big man, yes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, the Milwaukee Bucks have one
Bub's playing.
shooter,
Bub's in.
one
Bub is in.
shooter, and that's AJ Green. That's somebody that I want shooting the three.
Oh, man.
Outside
That's
of that,
funny,
get
dog.
the fuck out of here. Giannis, go to the hole, please.
My boy
We're
said.
trying to have a good time, and you want to talk about this shit?
Exactly.
That's funny.
Exactly. I couldn't do it.
Great timing with that.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
I went
Roll
to
up,
the
man. Y'all
Beto.
breaking my rules and shit. I gotta roll up.
I got only one play in this game, and it's the revenge factor. I do think that Giannis might be on the down. He might, like, he already gave little hints, like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel in a couple of months, but right now, I think he already dropped a little hints in there that he's ready to give y'all a good excuse on why this shit sucks and why this season sucks. And the first day, it could really much so suck because one of his former teammates go over 13.5 points. Maybe that's the start of this shit here. So I do agree with what Babano was mentioning there. I think Chris Middleton getting his first chance. He did play against this team last year after the trade, but they was in Washington, and he only had about 20 minutes. He had 12 fucking points. He still filled the stat sheet and all the good shit there. Now they got CJ McCollum. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but they're going to be ushering these young guys that I like. Obviously, Cool Breeze not here, but they will still have Alex Starr. They still will have Bub, like you guys mentioned. I think that Chris Middleton starting is going to try to keep these guys in, calm. They know they're big underdogs here. I think they're going to try to win, not necessarily win this game, but I think they're going to try to cover this game. So I'm a little bit worried about the Bucks full game. They should clearly win and cover. This is clearly their spot here, but I think that little bit of doubt that Giannis gave his fans and the fact that Chris Middleton getting his chance to go out there and play against the old fans here, I think he goes over 13.5 points. So that's the only play I like here.
All right. Let's keep it going. Next game up, we're damn.
Clippers and Jazz.
I'm trying to
Clippers and
find the
Jazz.
banner.
There you go.
Trying to find the banner. There we go. I got thrown off because my computer was about to die. I had to go get everything situated. Opened up Clippers minus 8.5, now 9.5. Total open 226.5 down to 225.5. I want to fade the Clippers. I just feel like they fucking old, man. They old as hell. And they all gonna be ready for the first game of the season.
In altitude, sucking wind in
Yeah.
the fourth quarter.
Come on,
Kawhi
man.
and Harden and all those old bones. Yeah.
Versus this young Utah team at home, I just feel like this is too many points for the first game for them on the road. So I want to take the Jazz plus 9.5. I very well might. But Bano, sounds like you and me.
Hold your nose and take Utah. That's what I've done. Hold your nose and take Utah. I think it's too many points here. I mean, Clippers are going to go bust their ass in the very first game of the season. Utah is going to be very bad. I will caution everybody. Utah's not going to be very good this year. You know, they're rolling out Keontae George, and I like Markin, and don't get me wrong, good player. Kessler's solid at the 5 spot. But, and I think the rookie's going to be a fun player to watch. Ace Bailey out of Rutgers, kid out of Rutgers. But is he going to be ready to play at, pretty high level right away for this Utah team? We'll see. This is just more Clippers, really? We're going to lay almost 10 on the road in the very first game in altitude with the Clippers. I can't do it. And if anything, you're going to see this Jazz team just come out with energy. The teams that are bad don't always play like they're bad in the first game of the season. Let's remember that as well. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to realize how bad they could be. So, yeah, this is like not a very strong opinion, but yeah, plus 9.5. I sprinkled on Utah here at a home dog.
I like it. This shit, we cutting up, Dutch, or what? Can we take Utah at home?
I'm thinking to myself, like, man, y'all just motherfuckers like to be stressed out. Y'all motherfuckers really just like unnecessary stress to your body. You see me.
Clippers by 7. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. But hey, y'all hold your motherfucking breath, like Bobano said. Not me, my friends. Not me. Backwards.
We done made Dutch go spark up and shit.
I didn't even know this motherfucker was on the car. Real talk.
Yeah, mid-season form and shit.
Is bad for your health.
Wham Bam was good. You on this one?
Yeah, I think Ace Bailey. I like Ace Bailey. I think he's gonna show something here. It's a lot of ball to go around there with the Jazz, and I think that it'll be smart for them to just showcase the kid and see what they got there with him. And I think he's 11.5 points. I think that might be low. You know what I mean? Especially if he becomes like one of their focal offensive players there. Not necessarily saying he's going to jumpstart some of these guys that's already there, but I think if they, showing us what they have been doing recently, shopping guys like the center here, or shopping guys like Lauri Markkanen, they pretty much don't care about winning. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that that's going to be something that they're looking into to start off here. I think Ace Bailey probably is the best bet, but I didn't bet anything in this game.
So for those of you doubters on the Utah, we got the Jazz. We got the Jazz. For all you guys doubting and hating in game 1 here on Utah, let me remind you, the last time the Clippers came to Salt Lake last year, they won in overtime by 4. And the Jazz covered as a 10-point dog. And the Jazz have covered 4 of the last 5 at home against the Clippers.
Shout out Chris Mack with the gifted.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I'm gonna bet a lot of games today. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna share them with my members today. So yeah, appreciate you on that. And DSA Fashion Police in the chat. There you go. I know Dutch is gonna get him. It was funny though. I know Dutch is gonna get him. Mike R.
Now somebody also said Wham got an impeccable skincare routine. Y'all are hilarious, dog. I swear to God, like what's up with y'all today?
All right, let's see if we can get through this, man. Spurs.
Oh, this is a fire ESPN game, the late game on ESPN tonight. I'm looking
Chris Pack
forward
with
to this.
another gift. Appreciate you, bro. Money.
Yeah, appreciate you for sure. Spurs at Mavs. Opened up -2.5, still there. Total open 224.5. I'm gonna call it 224. As far as who's available, we definitely gotta look here. We know Kyrie and Exum are out. Gafford is doubtful. For San Antonio, no Kelly Olynyk, no Sohan, no Waters, and no Fox. I'll tell you who is playing. A lot of fucking length for Dallas. A lot of defense. We already know they're a good defensive team. I like under in this game. Like I said, you got a lot of rim protection. You look on the other side, it's Wemby, who you know is like defensive player of the year, caliber player. Every time he's on the floor, they're gonna be good on that end. So
no Fox for San Antonio. So there you go. There's offense off the
less
floor.
Points and
no
pace.
Kyrie for Dallas. Yeah.
Less points, less pace, all of it. I like under in this game. I know you with me again.
Yeah, I lean under. I agree. I agree with the sentiment. I do. I think that there's some offense missing with no Kyrie Irving for the Mavs, no De'Aaron Fox for the Spurs here tonight. Maybe a bit of a slower pace. And I like both of these teams. This is a game I haven't bet, but I'm excited to watch it. I want to let's see what the hype is all about with Cooper Flagg here from Duke. I look good in the summer league, look good obviously in preseason, but again, has the potential to be a good NBAer. But we need to see it with the lights are on, when the lights are brightest. Used to be able to say, you know what, Klay Thompson's going to give us a boost offensively. Now he can shoot you out of games though, so you can't really be banking on him and his consistency like you used to. So I agree with where Skee's going here and thinking as far as the under. From a side perspective, I want no part of it. I got Dallas to win the division. I've got San Antonio to win the division. I think either one is capable of stepping up and upsetting Houston here in this division. And these are two teams I want to bet on, not bet against. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy, hopefully, a good basketball game.
All right. Who wants a piece of this? Dutchie or Wham? Who wants to get in on this?
I'll just add a little bit of spice here. I'm no official player here, but I'm going to be looking at Victor Wembanyama. I think he, even though I do agree with the total being under, and that's the reason why I'm not on this bet, I still think that he can go over his point total with the guys that you mentioned that are going to be out here. And what he's shown in the post, he's been pretty much playing out of the post. And I think that's going to open up his game just by crazy, just if him doing drop steps. He's a one step away from dunking at almost every point of the damn half court spot. So it's going to be interesting to see that evolution of him in this year. And I think it's going to transcend towards points here. So I think the points total, regardless of where the total lies at, I think it's good to go over.
Good to go over.
Yeah, I think he just matchup wise, bro. He's going to play out the post. It's going to be hard for people to stop that regardless of, it's going to be more effective by everybody else around him, I think. You know what I mean?
All right. Dutchie, anything from you on the Texas two-step right here?
Yeah, man. Like we're going San Antonio plus 120. Bad. The head take, baby. Hey, I'm telling you right now, Dallas ain't it. It ain't it, bro. It ain't it. Now when Kyrie come back in, it'll be kumbaya. When Kyrie gone, who the fuck is out there getting you buckets? I mean, they got now D'Angelo Russell. He's your go get me a bucket guy. Or we're going to say Cooper Flag is that guy? He's going to be good, but I don't even know if he's that guy that really go get you a bucket type of dude. This motherfucker look more like a Scottie Pippen to me. Sure, he can score, don't get me wrong. But that might not be what his number one thing is. I mean, I'm just ball in hand. Who's out there? They got no point. They got nobody to say, go out there and give me a bucket, bro. They don't got it. PJ Washington, get the fuck out of here. Clay, he about to be tired up with this little fucking Megan Thee Stallion, man. And AD, this motherfucker love in the barbecue and the Tex-Mex in Dallas, okay? This motherfucker come in out of shape, looking like he hit the Luka diet before Luka went on a diet. He was on the Luka shit that Luka was on in Dallas. I don't know if you've been watching him. This motherfucker got a little pot belly. And he said, well, I usually lose 10 or 12 pounds, just, once a season. So get the fuck out of here, man. How the fuck do you come in out of shape this time, this season, this year is the year you decide that you can come in 12 to 15 pounds overweight? You funny motherfucker, man. You tell me where your head's at. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because Dallas is not it. And San Antonio got talent up and down. I mean, you could go this way, you could go that way, and everywhere you find somebody that you want to put on the court and play. And they all hungry. They all motherfucking hungry, led by Wembanyama. I mean, this kid is like no other. Listen to KG talk about this kid. I mean, the greats love this motherfucker. They ain't never seen nothing like it. And we take advantage. We got to take advantage of it. As the dog, Dallas, they ain't even on San Antonio's level. I really don't think so. With De'Aaron Fox out there, it's clearly, in my opinion, would be levels to it. This could be a competitive basketball game for some time. But at the end of the day, give me Wham, give me Wembanyama, give me the better team, in my opinion. Honestly, I don't think Dallas is that. They have no real positions outside of big man down low. AD gonna be happy that he's playing. He's still running away from the center position. And they lucky they got Lively down there, right? So, but at the end of the day, AD ain't ready to rock and roll. He ain't in game time shape. He's waiting for Kyrie to come back. And then he knows that's when that team will be good. Until Kyrie comes back, this is an average basketball team. San Antonio's a young, hungry team out to prove they're one of the better teams in the West, and they'll show it tonight.
Hey, I like what I'm hearing.
I like San Antonio overall. The only concern is Dallas is won and covered 4 in a row at home against them. So they've owned them in this building.
Dude,
but I'm with you.
Out there playing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Look, put it this way: I like both teams. I'd rather bet on them than bet against them. But if you made me choose, I'd take Spurs plus. Not.
I'll tell you this right now: if Luka was on there and AD and the situation was back in LA, I wouldn't be betting the essay tonight. I'd be on motherfucking Luka the Don. They done fucked this shit up. Now they got another out of shape player who's nowhere near Luka the Don's level.
I ain't arguing. I like it. I'm already a lot, how do I say, invested a lot into the Spurs this season as far as futures are concerned. I didn't bet them necessarily for this game, but I like what I'm hearing. Next game up, Kings and Suns. Open -1.5 for the Suns. Looks like 4. Total open 228.5, as high as, or looks like 229 is what we'll call consensus. Jalen Green out for the Suns. Keegan Murray, Sabonis, and Isaac Jones out for these Kings. Dutchy's favorite team. Man, these motherfuckers get worse and worse. God damn. They got Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. And I can't wait to see if they're gonna put them on the court together with Russell Westbrook. I'm like, God damn, how many basketballs we gonna have out there for them three to play together?
Turnstiles on defense too. Yep.
Nobody's getting a stop. I mean, Dennis Schroeder is all right, but nobody else is getting a stop over there for Sacramento. For Phoenix, I mean, I think Booker can get some buckets. I trust Ryan Dunn defensively. Mark Williams can protect the paint. Dylan Brooks gonna be playing some defense. One side at home can play defense. The other side, I wouldn't barely trust them in it. They might be okay in a pickup game, but outside of that, I couldn't trust Sacramento. I think this is Phoenix -4. I don't even think Phoenix is good, and they -4. That shit has got to be for a reason. That's what I'm liking right now. Can anybody talk me off?
I was just going to say regarding that, I was initially looking Phoenix. I thought I was going to get Pick'em. I thought I was going to even maybe get Phoenix because I think Phoenix is going to be like a Utah and a Washington, Portland, really, really bad basketball team this year. Do I want to lay 4 first game of the season with a team like this? There is no Sacramento case to be made, though, for me. I don't want Sacramento. It's just, do I want Phoenix is going to be the question. You don't have exactly Phil Jackson versus Red Auerbach here from a coaching standpoint either. Doug Christie for Sacramento. And of course, you got Jordan Ott, who's just a young guy taking over now as the head coach here for the Phoenix Suns. One thing I've noticed, this is another coach quote, guys. Jordan Ott wants to run, play with tempo, play fast. For Phoenix this year. And we know Sacramento plays fast. They did with Brown. They kept that tempo and pace for the most part when Christie took over in the interim last year. Where's the defense going to come from, especially from Sacramento? But Sacramento does have scores, we know, with DeRozan and company. So I think we're going to see points. That's the bet I really like. Over 228.5 here. Phoenix or nothing from a side perspective.
Yeah, I like Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker goes back to 70-point game. Devin Booker, man, with this damn team, he was no other way around that shit. So I agree with you, though, Skee. I think this is a favor for a reason, just because the Kings, man, like they really need a point guard so fucking bad, they had to go out there and get fucking Russell Westbrook, bro. That's not good news. I know Schroeder is coming off of a phenomenal offseason. But that shit ain't gonna help them in this season. I think it's only because I think his batteries may be a little bit drained. Some of these EuroLeague guys, especially like him, he went so far into it, so much to get to where he was. I think Schroeder definitely don't really have that much to play for this year. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's on the NBA roster is good enough here. So I think it's a lot of those guys on the Kings. And that alone is making me like the Suns a lot here. But I think the best guy to take your money and put on is Devin Booker. I think he does a little bit of everything, but I think he gets 30-plus points today for sure.
Guys in the chat are asking about Suns first half. I mean, I don't have a reason to talk you off. No. I would ask you why you specifically like the first half. That's all I would ask. I don't have a reason to talk you off.
Keep in mind, it's a new coach. And I'm not saying that's like the be-all, end-all, but if I were to bet Phoenix in this spot, I'd rather have the full game personally than the first half, just in case there's some early struggles and growing pains. But I don't want Sacramento, so I wouldn't say no to a first half on Phoenix, but I prefer full game on them.
All right. Star Child disagrees. He's coming in there late. No, Suns by second half. I guess he wants to include the full game. No. All right. Last game. I think we finally made it, fellas. Minnesota and Portland opened up -3 for the Wolves. It's up as high as -5 now. Total open 218.5, and it looks like 221.5. Anthony Edwards. Let me just refresh because he's been questionable all day. But we've been on here for an hour. He's still questionable. Portland, Lillard, Time Lord, Scoot, all out. So, a couple things that I know for sure here. One, regardless if Anthony Edwards is in or out, I trust Minnesota to play defense. Two, I think I trust Portland to play defense too. Clinging to protect the paint. Tamani at power forward is a good defender. Drew Holiday, the addition, a good defender. I mean, why isn't this an under? Why is everybody betting over in this game? I don't understand. I think this is a lower scoring game. So, I like to come to you first with the totals, Babano. I'm curious if you agree with the market or me.
I think there's been talk that Portland might speed things up a little bit this year, but really, it might. But other than that, I mean, you're right about the fact that, Anthony Edwards is questionable. There's no Damian Lillard. And don't forget Scoot Henderson's out for Portland as well. This is a guy that last year for the Blazers, when you look at his numbers, he can give you a little something as far as the offensive end of the court goes. 12.7 points per game last year, 14 per game 2 years ago. So you're missing a little bit of that without Scoot Henderson as well. So I think there's reasons to like this under. I agree with you there. I'm a little bit, I'm not as shocked as you, but I am a little bit surprised it's gone up 3 points the total here in this game. I initially wanted Minnesota, and I thought this number looks short for Minnesota. They're certainly the better team, but Edwards banged up and first game of the year and laying points on the road. And then I went back and looked, you guys. They made 2 trips to Portland, the Moda Center, last year. And Portland beat them twice last year in Portland as underdogs. Beat Minnesota outright twice. So that kept me off taking Minnesota. I initially leaned to the Timberwolves, but now it's a pass.
This is the last one up here. Dutchie, what you doing with it?
Yeah, man, I got a small play here on P-Town. I think the Blazers got value here. Bobano touched on it a little bit with the last 2 trips to the Moda Center. They're 2-1 against the spread. Beat them 2 out of the last 3 meetings. I just think I think Portland's I don't know, man. I don't know. I might be wrong about this basketball team. I think they're gonna be solid. With the addition of Drew Holiday, he just makes everybody better, right? The defense is gonna be better. Chauncey Billups finally might have these boys bought in. They got some talent over there. They got some real talent over there. And I like Sharp. I like the Denis Vici kid, the overseas boy. I think that kid's talented, the white boy. I like him a lot. Cleveland's going to be tough down low, get your rebounds. You got Jeremy Grant. I think this is a solid all-around basketball team when we come to levels, right? There's levels to it. Yeah. And you catch Minnesota here, coming to P-Town, opening night. Ain't shit to do in Portland. They're going to be filled up, ready to rock and roll, waiting for this basketball team. So I think the Blazers are live to win the game. You give me 2 possessions and a hooker, I'll take it. So I got the 4.5 here. I'm not that high on Minnesota. I still don't think they can shoot the fucking basketball. And when you got a basketball team that really can't shoot, I always think it's tough to lay on the road. So give me the 4.5. I expect Portland to be one of the more improved teams and a team that covers for us more, maybe not wins, but covers more for us here throughout the
yeah, and even last year, to Dutch's point, they were scrappy. They were feisty at times at home. And they bring in a guy with the ring, and some championship pedigree in Drew Holiday. So
and I love
we'll
this
see
number.
how he fits in nicely. Yep.
Absolutely. I love this number, 14-6 against the number last 20 at the house. So, and they play well against Minnesota, match up pretty well against them. With the addition of Drew Holiday, I think nothing but improvement throughout the locker room. And
right. I love saying his name, and he's here now too, formerly with Washington. Denny Althea. I
like this kid's game, man. Watch out for him. And they got the Damian Lillard vibe going. Something like, we're talking, to be competitive, solid, 500 basketball team, Portland. But money making when it comes to the window.
Wham Bam, you getting involved here?
Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna stay away from this game. I'm gonna pass, but it's interesting. Ant Edwards being questionable all of a sudden just to play the Lakers the next game, and just like he's a Laker hater. He loves to beat the Lakers, so I see how that shit played out. But we'll see how it works out. Let's get to this money today, man. Shout out to the people. Great 12-game breakdown by us.
Let's get it. Best bets. So you already know if I can get that up there. It's coming right back to you, Wham Bam. Like we always do. First up, let them know how we get paid today.
Hey, man, y'all, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all don't even know. We really do this for y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Rick White, Greg, Aubrey, man, you already know Star Child, Nucky, man, so many people, the members out here, Mark, KC. We appreciate y'all, man. We really do this for y'all. DJ Big Boss pulled up, Charles White up in here, HM Bell. It's all love, and y'all know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the back to the well with somebody we're used to. We've been here before. We're not afraid to go here and make him a best bet. It's the boy Caillou, the bald head man himself, over 19.5 points. Let's get paid.
Good stuff from Wham Bam. Next up, we got Babano. Let the people know how they can get to the window.
I'm going to give you one side and one total, so 2 best bets. We're going Toronto Raptors +6 homer for the first best bet today, but I like it. They've won outright 3 times in Atlanta. I think they're at least competitive, make it a close game. Toronto +6 against Atlanta, and then my total best bet, we're going to go to that Sixers-Celtics game, over 229 in Beantown. Philadelphia-Boston over for 2 best bets today.
All right, good stuff from Babano. And for myself, man, trying to pull it up. My phone is in the other room, so I can't get it there and I can't get it here. But I want to take the Suns. The Suns best number we can get. I want to say there's a 3.5 at -115. I know there's a 4 at -101, 4 at -105. So thinking I can get a 3.5 at -115, and that's what I like to take. I think they'll cover the 4 too. I mean, I could just take that. But I like to tell you what's in my pocket. So just know I'll be on the Suns, whether it's -3.5 or -4. It's good money. They're gonna win this one by double digits. As my guy Dutch says, the sun will rise today. All right. Next up, last but not least, Dutchie. Let them know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. Hey, break out the motherfucking tequila and churros, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's a Texas thing. And the San Antonio Spurs will have the last word. Believe that. We'll take the plus money. +125 is good money, man. Believe that. Big shout out to everybody who dropped a comment. Happy birthday wishes. Really, I seen it. Try to get back to everyone. If I didn't, it's all love, man. I do appreciate you. We do appreciate the likes. So be sure to hit the like I just hit this motherfucking GMO root beer. It'll get you right where you need to be. Appreciate our guy Star Child, our guy B-Man, Rick White, Chill Will, Dom, Sweaty Butcher, Mr. Exotic. I see you, my dude. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?